Plus. Welcome to Cellmates.
Welcome to Cellmates.
30 Days of Plus. Day 2.
Day 2, 30 Days of Plus. How you holding up, Kate?
I'm okay right now.
Okay, cool.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, we're still at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's not like a hike where we might walk a little bit.
25 minutes
and
and
then
bash my forehead on a rock. That happened yesterday. Thankfully, no concussion yet. I don't know. Maybe 30 Days of Disney will do it, though.
Yeah, 30 Days of Disney, I think, is more dangerous to your mental health.
Yeah, we'll see.
This is, but we're still fresh. We're newly into this, and we just watched one of the shows.
We did not watch a movie.
We did not watch a movie.
Oh boy, who's the one with the concussion now?
That's right. Hey, wait, Kate, you say a thing during the intro, don't you? That I skipped over.
Let's start over.
I really liked that beginning, though.
Welcome to Cellmates.
30
Days of Plus. Day 2.
All right.
Dick Ward.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. We're early on.
We are.
This is day 2. The fatigue hasn't set in. It's still a little like honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
I'm still a little high on this.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I'm feeling okay so far.
Yeah.
Still fresh.
Yeah.
My name is Kate Phillips, because I didn't introduce that before.
Oh, my name is Dick Ward. I don't know if I introduced that, but probably not.
I introduced you. That's okay. You weren't listening. Welcome to Cellmates.
Welcome to Cellmates.
30 Days of Plus. We are on a daily, unpaid, month-long journey of exploration through the Disney Plus catalog.
That is absolutely correct.
We watched Steamboat Willie for day 1, and we're shocked at how terrible a character Mickey Mouse is. Terrible crimes character.
Not like terrible like he's not developed.
Yeah.
He's well developed. He's just the bad guy in those early shorts, I guess.
So, speaking of bad guys.
Yeah.
Well, first, you got your soda stream? I don't know if we're going to mention this every episode.
I'm going to lie and tell you that I do have.
You can have a sip of mine.
I'm going to have a sip of yours. Hold on.
Left.
Having a sip now.
He is. Can confirm.
Delicious.
He sure is. But going back to...
I just had a sip of the soda stream soda to celebrate our streaming viewing.
Going back to bad guys, it's well known that the main villain of the Star Wars movies is a guy in a helmet. Is that, do I have that right? I don't know much about Star Wars.
Okay. Yeah.
A lot of them wear helmets, so I have a pretty good shot at being right.
Yeah, like basically everyone in Star Wars wears a helmet except for Luke and Han.
Well, like kind of
Chewie.
the good guys, right?
Yeah,
like,
most of the good guys don't have helmets.
I am right.
Wow.
Look at that.
Nice.
So the helmet I'm used to being the bad guy is a black helmet.
Yeah.
It belongs to Vader, Darth.
Yeah, we just call him Darth Vader.
Darth, but like Darth isn't a first name. It's more like a lord, right? Because there's a bunch of Darths.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You got your Darth Maul.
Right.
Your
Darth Sidious.
Plagueis. Darth Tyrannus.
Darth
Sidious was correct.
Indominus.
Darth. Who's the other one? Rodimus Darth.
Oh my gosh. Oh, so many IP mixing.
Yes.
But this series that we watched, not about Darth Vader.
Not at all.
Not yet, at least.
That's fair, yeah.
So we watched The Mandalorian.
Yeah, we watched the first episode of the highly anticipated The Mandalorian.
It's kind of like Disney Plus's flagship original series that it's been promoting.
Yeah, it's like the thing for the 15 to 35-year-old male demographic.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of original series, and they may be promoted, but the commercials I've seen have been for The Mandalorian. And Star Wars is a hot property. They've got the new theme park.
And it's like well produced. Like it's Jon Favreau is writing. There's like some really high profile directors. It looks nice. I feel like the Star Wars extra stuff are oftentimes like this throwaway kind of, these throwaway projects, but this seems like someone cared. Many people cared.
Yeah. About what, I'm not sure, but they cared. They absolutely cared.
So, Dick, you said this was promoted a lot to you. So what did you know going in about The Mandalorian?
I knew it starred a Mandalorian.
Tell me what that means, because that is more than I had.
So The Mandalorians, it's been a long time since I've read any of the expanded universe books from like the early to mid 90s. So Boba Fett is a Mandalorian.
I feel like that's the best answer. What's a Mandalorian? It's a Boba Fett.
Well, here's the thing. So Boba Fett is actually a clone of Jango Fett, which we find out in one of the prequels. So, like, is he a Mandalorian? I don't know. Like, genetically, he's a Mandalorian.
Isn't a Mandalorian just a bounty hunter?
No.
Oh.
No, a Mandalorian is like a tribe of people.
Oh.
Yeah. So when he saw our hero, the Mandalorian, sees another Mandalorian who's like smelting armor for him. Yeah, that's another Mandalorian.
Okay.
But the IG robot, that's also a bounty hunter, not a Mandalorian.
He's a droid.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay. But are there other like flesh bounty hunters? Like flesh-based bounty hunters besides Mandalorians?
Oh yeah, you got your like mummies, you got your like lizard men's, you got all sorts of flesh bounty hunters.
Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So what I knew is that this was a Star Wars show.
That's correct. It's a Star Wars.
That's what I knew going in. It's a Star Wars. Yeah. Here's $10.
So you are not a Star Wars fan in the least.
I've seen here's what my Star Wars background is.
Yes.
I've seen 4, 5, 6 when I was like preteen.
Mm-hmm.
I saw
perfect age.
Episode 1.
Yes.
Sorry. Terrified of that giant fish.
Yeah, you did not like that.
Didn't go back. Episode 1 is the last new thing I've seen, unless you count like. Is Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Lego movie for like a split second?
Oh, yeah.
That's the newest Star Wars
That's
thing
the
I've
newest Star Wars.
seen
Okay, so
since episode 1.
So it was 4, 5, 6, 1 Lego movie.
Yeah.
And then this.
That's all. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have some exposure. You have not retained any of your Star Wars knowledge.
No, periodically, me or you or me and my brother do something that we lovingly call a Kate Asks, where I just start asking questions about some kind of, stereotypically boy-type universe.
Mm-hmm.
And it can go on for hours.
We had a great one. The first Kate Asks that I remember having an extended conversation about was the movie Tremors.
Tremors, that's
this
correct.
This was on the way home from Scotland on the
that's
plane,
right.
probably annoying everyone around us. But you had so many questions about, like, first I told you the entire plot of the movie Tremors because you had not seen it.
Nope.
And then you asked me a bunch of questions about the movie Tremors.
It's a fun thing where questions beget more questions.
Yeah.
And because these I don't know if Tremors fits as well as like Star Wars or Transformers.
You can go so deep.
And even the expert, you or my brother, doesn't quite have all the answers.
No.
So my favorite part of a Kate Asks is like, well, what about this? Well, I've never thought about that, but I guess.
Did you say Transformers?
Yeah.
Have we done a Kate Asks about Transformers recently?
No, but we will.
Oh, interesting.
We've done a mini Kate Asks.
I wonder what that will be related to.
I wonder.
Well. Never know. So, Kate, tell me, what did you think of your experience with this new Star Wars thing, The Mandalorian?
One time, I will say, I watched like 10 minutes of Solo with you. And we both fell asleep.
Yeah, I've tried to watch Solo.
So it was way
now.
better than the first 10 minutes of Solo.
Yeah.
I have some, Star Wars has always confused me a little bit because there is so much universe going on.
Oh, and real quick, I guess we should say, we don't know. There's only one episode out.
There's only one episode.
And it's an intro to like all the characters and all the things. So I don't think there's any real spoilers. But we're just going to talk about the thing that we saw. So if you're averse to hearing what happened in the episode, do not listen to this podcast episode.
That's like an hour earlier than we usually put our spoiler alert.
Yeah, but also, this is the first thing I think really needed a spoiler alert.
It just came out today.
Yeah. This is fair. I've still refused to give a spoiler alert to a movie that's 30 years old. If you wanted to see it, you'd have seen it.
Yeah. So it was more engaging than the first 10 minutes of Solo. Mm-hmm. In general, Star Wars disorients me, but I was trying not to ask questions. I was just trying to absorb and use clues from all of my Star Wars knowledge.
Yeah, you did real good.
I couldn't figure out until I looked up on Wikipedia when it was, and it's between 6 and 7, apparently.
Yeah, I was also not sure when it was. It seemed like the Empire was done, but...
The Empire's done, but also, I don't know enough about Star Wars to know if there have been several Empires or not.
Yeah.
Apparently there's only one.
And when I think Mandalorians, I think Boba Fett, and I think... previous to Boba Fett. Right. I think of the books, which are set, hundreds or thousands of years before or whatever.
So yeah, it was the lighting was dark, which bothers me in most Star Wars things. Mm-hmm. I want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
But it was pretty engaging. There was enough dialogue. There was enough I think it worked okay for someone who doesn't know much about Star Wars.
Yeah.
And who has a passing knowledge. You learn that the Empire is no more, and then the guy enters a room and there are stormtroopers, and you're like, oh, wait, stormtroopers are the Empire.
Yeah.
This is bad.
Yes.
So, it plays on the really
and I can't,
big knowledges.
I'm trying to, figure out, I'm like, okay, is this, remnants of the Empire? Are these, stormtroopers that are just hired by this guy and they just still wear their armor because it's functional armor? What's the deal?
But it's dirty and weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think it'll be, I probably won't watch any more episodes, to be completely honest, but if someone was making me watch the episodes, I'd follow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah.
Because it does play with the good and evil, who's on what team, and the guy, the asset that our main character is hunting is apparently an enemy to this guy who employs stormtroopers. So you're oh, is this? I also got confused, and I know Ewan McGregor is supposed to be on a show. Is it this one?
Oh, I don't know.
See, I went the whole episode thinking Ewan McGregor was going to be the target at the end. I'm like, oh, it's middle-aged Obi-Wan maybe.
No, I don't remember what he's doing.
He's doing something as Obi-Wan, right?
Doing something, yeah.
So I'm like, okay, maybe it's a really famous Jedi.
Yeah.
But then you meet a very nice farmer who's like, oh, I hope you catch this asset because we don't like mercenaries on our turf.
Yeah.
It makes us all upset. You're like, oh, is the asset a bad guy?
Yeah.
But I guess this is the biggest spoiler.
Yeah, there's a surprise at the end where we find out who the asset is.
The asset is the bounty victim, right?
Yeah, the person who the bounty hunter is attempting to hunt.
Oh, and it's a baby Yoda.
It's a baby Yoda.
Not Yoda.
I assume it would be, not Yoda.
Unless he if this is after episode 6, it might be him reincarnated, I guess.
But that would be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a Yoda.
It's this thing hit me like a baby Pikachu, a Detective Pikachu.
It's cute.
A baby Simba, baby Groot. It's pretty cute.
Yeah. So
that's confusing.
Yeah, this could be a Lone Wolf and Cub or Hawk and Chick.
Right.
If you're a Bob's Burger fan, where the Mandalorian and the baby Yoda go around fighting monsters and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I'd watch that.
Yeah.
But it's really, really unclear. I will say for me, I don't know where the show is going, and not in a whoa, I don't know where this is going. I'm not really sure where this is going.
Yeah, you were the one that turned to me when they were writing those weird rhino horse slugs.
Blurgs.
Blurgs. That literally called blurgs.
The noise that Liz Lemon from 30 Rock makes when she's upset.
They were writing those, and you turned to me, you're like, this is stupid, right?
Yeah.
Dick, I'm the wrong person to ask if Star Wars is stupid.
There's this very dramatic music about the thing about this show is so far it does like at least 2 cul-de-sacs in the first episode where it's like, here's a problem. Good job getting over the problem. We just spent 2 minutes. And one of them is riding the blurg. The Mandalorian needs to ride a blurg because if you can't ride a blurg, you can't. It's like a birthright. Get to the place.
Also, it's like a birthright of the Mandalorian. Oh no, it's a different dinosaur.
Yeah, they used to ride these giant dinosaurs. It's like, you can't ride a blurg. You can't ride anything. You know,
like,
so the
I don't
Mandalorian.
know what a blurg could do that a hovercraft couldn't.
Yeah, he has to ride a blurg because you can't get through this canyon without a blurg.
I guess so.
And the only thing we see is like the blurgs can hop pretty good, but he could have done that.
Yeah.
So it's just this cul-de-sac, and there's this very dramatic music, but like the problem is presented and wrapped up in 2 minutes. And
I don't
that
know if
happens.
It's dramatic so much as like Wild West riding music.
Very dramatic music when he first rides the blurg.
Yeah. Well, he's no Brian Adams.
No Brian Adams. Yeah, this is not quite Spirit. But so there's things like that that really bother me.
Blurg of the Cimarron.
Blurg of the Cimarron. But I do want to shout some things out.
Okay.
The main thing that I want to shout out is that this officially cements the Star Wars Holiday Special as canon.
Ha!
Because one of the characters talks about Life Day, which the Star Wars Holiday Special is celebrating. And also they talk about the Boba Fett's, the Mandalorians riding those giant dinosaur beasts, which they do in the first reveal of Boba Fett, which is a cartoon on the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Every time you say something about this holiday special, is it all cartoon?
No.
It's like a variety show?
Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, so the cartoon is because the Imperials are invading the apartment to try and find Chewbacca, and so Scratchy, Itchy. One of them, the child goes upstairs to like watch a cartoon about his dad.
What?
We're gonna have a great Christmas. Kate, is there anything else you want to say about El Mandalorian?
You know, I think I'm good. I mean, it was neat to see some original content on Disney Plus, even if it was like, I don't have a horse in this race, but I've seen a Disney Plus show now.
Yeah.
That's all.
I'm kind of feeling the same way. Like, I will watch more of it at some point if people are like, no, you gotta watch it. Mm-hmm. But this first episode didn't super intrigue me. Like, the costume designs are cool, and I like most of the music. I thought the writing was a little clunky. I love that the farmer guy is like a little alien, and he's got like puppet mouth.
Everything is
like animatronic.
The blurgs are probably CGI,
but I bet they're partially like animatronic or puppet.
Felt so. I liked the puppetry. Like there were like little goblin guys, puppets. Yeah. There were at least 2 guys whose face were all prosthetic, so there's some puppetry involved there, either manual and just the way the mask is worked. But the farmer guy definitely had some like Ninja Turtle face robotics happening.
And we've got some interesting. We've got some guest stars. Horatio Sands and Brian Posehn are in this.
But the best guest star, Carl Weathers. Like, oh my gosh, is that Carl Weathers?
Yeah. We haven't, like, when do you see him outside of Arrested Development?
I mean, that's where I was introduced to him.
Yeah.
So, and he's also playing this character who, like, doesn't have enough money to pay the Mandalorian. So, like, what?
So it's like, oh, it's Carl.
Put a bone in a pot, you got a stew going.
Got a Mandalorian stew going.
Dick, if you were to suggest an animated entity
does it have to be animated?
I think because we're cellmates, it has to be animated.
Okay, well, I got it then.
All right.
It's the animated sequence from the Star Wars Holiday Special. Yes. What else could it possibly be?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, otherwise it would be like something in Cub, like maybe like Iron Giant. You know, like someone who's created to destroy meets this little guy.
Yeah.
And I don't know, that could be where the series is going.
Yeah.
Unclear from this first episode. But no, but I like Star Wars animated short holiday better.
That's correct. You'll hate it when you see it.
Great.
All right. Well, that's it for Cellmates
Podcast 30 Days of Plus Day 2.
That's correct. Please, of course, share us with your friends. Share us on Twitter and Facebook. We've got a hashtag 30 Days of Plus.
PLUS.
That's right, because you can't use a plus sign.
That's right.
Or an ampersand.
So we are our podcast's name, Cellmates Podcast, on Twitter, on Facebook, at gmail.com, and .com.
Yeah, and we'll have a newly redesigned website up soonish. It'll be hype.
More soon by the time you listen to this.
Yeah, it's just sooner and sooner. Every moment.
All right.
Cool.
See you on day 3.
All right. Bye.
Plus.